Repeat after me. I am Gambit. I am Gambit.
Je suis Gambit.
Professor, we've been at this for hours.
English cannot handle my elegance.
Translation?
He said he's slicker than a greased pig at a county fair.
Translation?
He likes being French.
Gambit's from Louisiana, not France, you insensitive fool.
Jamais Paris.
It's a little early for a party, sugar.
Professor, I am disgusted. I understand your frustration, but unfortunately, HR insists we treat Hank as a person.
That job with the Avengers is looking real tempting right about now.
No, not that. My powers. You completely misrepresented them. Scott, the stuff you're shooting out of your eyes is clearly light or plasma. What else could it be? Punch beams.
Pardon?
Pure kinetic force from the punch dimension.
From the punch dimension?
Scott, force isn't something which can exist on its own. It's an interaction between objects, not a tangible substance. Tell it to my punch beams.
Sugar, the punch dimension ain't been canning for over a dang decade.
I don't care. My eyes absorb sunlight, and they open portals to the punch dimension, and the punch beams travel through the portals, and red is the color of the kinetic punch. Oh dear goodness.
He's a few slices of cheese away from my baguette.
Stop laughing. None of you should be laughing. You're all wrong. Don't you know how wrong you are?
You lose.
Good day, sir.
Nice job, Hank.
I hate people with stupid powers.
Did someone say stupid powers?
Sacre bleu. That man is blue.
Me or him?
Relax, everyone. It's just Kurt.
Actually, Professor, I prefer Nightcrawler. And I prefer my demon steak cooking in Hell's Kitchen.
Translation?
He said he ain't serving super to no dang devil boy.
Translation?
So, how does your teleporting work? That seems kind of extremely dumb.
Nonsense, Hank. Kurt's teleportation makes perfect scientific sense. Allow me to explain. Consider, if you will, a moving car. You watch the car drive past you from left to right. Simple, right? What about a train? It's a bit faster, sure, but you can still see it. But what about a bullet? Can your eyes see that? If I took the gun I keep fondly in the arm of my chair at all times and fired it at Gambit, would he be able to react? Assuming there's no obstacles in my path, when I pull the trigger, does the bullet not instantly appear inside him? Is this really any different than teleportation?
Okay, hold on. I want to shoot Gambit as much as the next guy, but the bullet obviously doesn't teleport.
What terrible crime has Gambit committed to deserve such hate?
I think it's your highly offensive accent, my friend.
Pot meat kettle.
A bullet travels through the air. Everyone knows that.
Then what about an electron traveling at nearly the speed of light?
No, that's not teleporting.
Then how do you define teleporting?
Instantly traveling from point A to point B.
That's what I'm saying. If an object travels fast enough, then for all practical purposes, it can be said to teleport.
But it's objectively wrong.
That may be so, but the net result is the same as teleporting. It can be treated as teleporting.
So you're basically saying Nightcrawler has super speed?
Have you seen how fast he crawls up walls? He'd give Spider-Man a run for his money.
Now that'd be something, because that boy couldn't pay attention, much less a bit.
Do not badmouth my arachnid friend.
It's true, I'm afraid. Spider-Man is a broke bitch.
I will not tolerate this slander.
What will you do?
I will yell aggressively at you.
How else does one yell?
Curse your logic.
Just think about it, Professor. Nightcrawler obviously doesn't have super speed. His body wouldn't be able to withstand those huge accelerations.
And if he could do all that, why he's getting hurt in the first place?
And what of the sonic booms, eh? Every time he vanishes, Gambit's poor ears go kaboom!
They are right, Professor. I am very agile, but I do not possess the super speed.
Okay, fine. Classical mechanics can't explain your teleporting because the answer lies in relativity.
We just said he doesn't have super speed, so how will going near the speed of light help?
No, not special relativity, my visually displeasing colleague.
Dude.
General relativity. Let's say I have a sheet of paper, a dot is drawn on the left of the sheet, and another dot is drawn on the right. Tell me, what is the shortest distance between the two dots?
Shoot, that one's easy as pie, Professor. It's obviously a straight line.
Aha, but what if I folded the paper so that the two dots overlapped? Is that not shorter still?
Le cheater!
I agree with the homeless man. That is cheating.
Do I look homeless?
Does a schnitzel look divine?
Kurt, darling, now ain't the time to talk about your sexual preferences.
You see, space and time are linked together, like threads in the same cosmic fabric. If one could bend that fabric sharply enough, then two distinct points in space are momentarily side by side. I propose that Nightcrawler does exactly that each time he teleports.
You are proposing to Nightcrawler?
Gambit, stop being so darn stupid.
I don't know how.
That's all well and good, Professor, but to do that, he'd need energy comparable to a star. And unless his breakfast consists of nuclear fusion, I don't see how that's possible.
I start every morning with milk and honey.
You're religious?
Yeah, very much so.
Mind showing me how you pray?
Yes, of course. Please point me in the direction of Mecca.
Kurt's one of the most powerful X-Men, Hank. Don't underestimate him.
First of all, C tier at best. And second, he can't possibly have enough energy to bend space-time. If he did, he'd rip the planet in half. Plus, he'd be glowing. I mean, his eyes are already kind of glowing, but like all of him would be glowing.
I must agree with the disrespectful bastard. I do not bend space-time, Professor.
Okay, fine. Well, that's actually for the best, because I have an even better theory for how you teleport. Quantum tunneling.
I only know 0 of those words.
Damn it, darling, you're too dumb to be an X-Man.
At least I do not dress like a whore.
I'll have you know this outfit's tactical.
Look at this picture. I can guarantee their attention is just now spiked. What would your mother think of this shameless bakery sale?
Considering the circumstances, probably the same as mine.
Hey, would you all kindly shut the hell up?
Begging your pardon, Professor.
Gambit fashionably says sorry.
Mine apologies, Professor.
So you're probably wondering what quantum tunneling is, right? Allow me to explain in a way that even a general audience can understand.
This should be good.
Quantum is the world of the very small, and in that world, things are very strange indeed. In that world, you can never be sure where exactly something is, and not only that, but you can never be sure how fast something is moving either. This variability in position and momentum is what we call Heisenberg's uncertainty principle.
Ah, Herr Heisenberg. Wunderbar.
You know this guy?
But of course, I visited him and Herr Schrödinger many times.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Schrödinger was actually kind of a disgusting piece of shit.
Well, I didn't know him that well.
Yes, feel free to look up Schrödinger's horrifying personal life after this conversation. But for now, tunneling, this strange quantum world which I just described, is actually our own world. And since we never know for sure where a particle is, it can sometimes show up in the most unexpected of places. It tunnels through barriers to get to where it shouldn't be able to go. The quantum tunneling of electrons is what lets your USB and solid-state drives store information. It is responsible for the nuclear fusion in our sun. Without it, life itself would cease to exist.
And how's all that supposed to explain Nightcrawler's teleporting?
Well, it's rather obvious, isn't it? We must think of Nightcrawler's powers as manipulating probability. He simply increases the uncertainty in his position until it extends to the area he wants to teleport to. Then he rapidly decreases the uncertainty, effectively snapping him into his new position.
Okay, but quantum tunneling only makes sense in the quantum world. Nightcrawler is way too massive for it to work.
While Kurt may be macroscopic, we can model him as a system of microscopic particles, and those definitely can tunnel.
True, but then all of his particles need to tunnel to his new position at exactly the same time, and arrange themselves in exactly the same way to make up his body for every teleport.
Well, he doesn't teleport that much.
It's at least a dozen times per day, Professor.
This is Infinity Stone levels of melt.
He basically had to reverse Thanos snap himself every time he poofs like that.
Okay, fine. Well, I actually have another theory.
It's fine to say you don't know, Charles.
Don't you Charles me, goddammit! Quantum tunneling may not explain Kurt's teleportation, but quantum entanglement does.
Is that a euphemism for the hanky-panky?
Get your brain out of the gutter, you big meatball.
Meatball! I am a croissant, not a meatball!
It's the same dang thing.
Watch your filthy mouth, you uncultured swine!
Ain't nothing wrong with my mouth.
You are a rotten creme brulee!
I ought to knock your teeth out. Who'd you think you are?
The name's Gambit. Remember it.
Is this normal?
Buddy, you're talking to a polite gorilla in a lab coat.
Could people please pay attention to me?
Ever so sorry, sugar.
Quantum entanglement between a pair of particles means that they share a quantum state, no matter how far they are. The two particles are linked so strongly that they can't be fully described on their own. They must be described together. I propose that Nightcrawler's teleportation is just that. He builds a quantum link between his departure spot and arrival spot so that they act as a single coordinate system.
Translation?
He's proposing Nightcrawler ties a quantum knot between where he is and where he wants to be.
Translation?
He makes here and there the same place.
Who knew communication skills were so important?
I have no idea what you just said.
The pair of particles are so strongly linked that measuring a property of one instantaneously influences the corresponding property of the other. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance, as he believed it meant faster than light information transfer. He simply refused to believe any reasonable definition of reality could be expected to permit this.
I thought Einstein was onto that physics mumbo-jumbo.
He certainly was, but not with the quantum theory we know today. Einstein refused to accept its foundations. Though he acknowledged that quantum mechanics made astonishingly accurate predictions, he believed its probabilistic nature meant it couldn't be the full story. God does not play dice. He spent decades searching for a deeper deterministic theory that would restore order and reject randomness. It was brilliant work that ultimately led nowhere. He spent a lifetime searching for a certainty that may not exist.
Professor, that's So tragic.
It was Herr Schrodinger's fault. Him and his damn equation.
To be fair, Schrödinger didn't know his equation would upheave our understanding of reality in such a dramatic way. He just wanted to describe how electrons moved. He didn't think a wave was how everything could be described.
You're being fair to the guy who fancied people less than half his age.
Fair point.
But, Professor, entanglement does not move matter or information, so you're not actually traveling faster than light.
Excellent gambit.
You could understand him?
I've been reading your minds this whole conversation. How else do you think I can communicate with you three?
But I'm understandable, right, Professor?
Shut up, Hank. Anyway, quantum entanglement solves everything since the speed of light isn't being violated. Problem solved.
He is moving mass when he teleports. Entanglement does not move matter, Professor.
I'm afraid the people with the insulting accents are correct.
Fine! Then he just jumps across the multiverse.
He does what now?
He jumps across the multiverse, Hank. Each teleport is him disappearing from this universe and reappearing in a parallel one identical to ours.
And you're satisfied with that theory?
Well, why not? How else does it make sense?
You are actually quite close, Professor. I travel through hell.
You what now?
Yes, I open a portal to an alternative dimension. The Brimstone dimension. That is why there is a sulfur smell when I teleport.
You travel through hell?
Well, it's not literally hell. I mean, sure, it's full of fire and pain and tortured souls. My father is actually trapped there. The dimension is linked to his lineage.
Your father is the king of hell?
No. He's not Satan. See, here's a picture of him. He has a handsome smile, yeah?
But how are you teleporting?
I initiate a biochemical reaction in my brain, yeah? But don't worry, I'm not telepathic.
What is the bump sound?
It is the rapid inflush of air filling the vacuum where I was. Simple physics, right, Professor?
You're literally a demon.
How do you know where you're teleporting to?
It is quite funny. I align myself with Earth's magnetic field. North-south teleports are easier since I can align better.
Magnetism is what helps you teleport?
Yeah, Herr Beast. I can't exactly rely on my eyes now, can I?
Your father is Satan?
So, Magneto can mess with your teleporting if he wanted to.
Oh yes, he counters a lot of X-Men actually. Good thing he just throws cars at us, yeah?
What if you teleport into a wall?
Then I would most likely die. But it's not all bad news. Momentum is conserved across teleports, so I'm not violating the conservation of momentum. Yeah, Professor? Professor?
Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field.
Professor, what are you doing?
Upon thy belly thou shalt go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Why are you saying to me these things?
And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Thou art a fence unto me, for thou savorest not the things that be of God, but those that be of men. I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Aenor. The dark fire will not avail you, flame of Udun. Go back to the shadow!
What's it put down is happening?
Fly, you fools! Pater noster, quiescen celis. Yo! Ne nos inducas en tentacion. Shall not! Sed libera nos amolem! Jolly good show, Magnus. I'm always down for a good exorcism.
You saved us.
My hero.
3 cheers for the master of magnetism. Hip hip hooray!
Hooray!
Hip hip hooray!
Hooray!
Hip hip hooray!
Hooray!
Charles, please, you're making me blush.